So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened? You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right
No, no. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
You run on
No, it's just a figure of speech. You noticed? To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in, but because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up so. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold up. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only.
We'll find it, and then we'll read it out to
you. Do that for me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa. So does Kokomi make time to deal with the Sangonomiya? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish Captain came back today.
That's just... Give it here!
Guess that was the wrong one. It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one. Ooh, it's pretty well. Kokomi!
I'm not sure, actually. Could you... yes.
Kokomi? Oh no! Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention you sure. She does look pretty.
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you see? What?
Yep, you've been out for.
I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's the.
Woohoo!
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But
Oh, how much energy will that?
don't worry, I've got plenty.
That's great!
Welcome, everyone! Recently, our war with the Shoguns none of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, It is only this feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hit. People tend to be more open when they're in a good... I still have no further leads regarding, and I'm concerned that some...
Okay, sure.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is during the hostilities, the open sea was... When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. We'd go to bed ravenous and be... I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right?
Oh,
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going...
okay.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetable? Are you referring to the thing about the... It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. It's a miracle the fighting is fun. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much info.
Sounds promising.
Huh? Wait, don't. You actually came back. I thought you...
Nuh-uh.
Is that so? Do you remember what the most important thing is? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the... I'll answer your questions.
This guy. What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see.
Dust! Terra Smash!
You're a strong fighter. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, we made it up. The story about the Tenryou...
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking? This could set...
Yes, that's peace talks. Everyone's been... What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what... We are the resistance. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission. Surely you would...
His point does kinda make sense. Yeah. And are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor?
Don't take that tone with me. Act for the sake of victory. We embody the warrior's will. You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person. But how can I? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever.
Too late? Darn. Doesn't seem... What are we gonna do? This... The whole thing about the Tenryou, they wanted the peace talks to break the...
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If I think I understand what goes... The talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already... I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-cons...
Well, that's no good.
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new it would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking act. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island...
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. These soldiers crossed the line, but let's meet here again Well, here. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are... I took the liberty of writing them all down.
Whoa, let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed... Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one!
Glad to hear it. These peace... But any amount of dissatisfaction as the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility... Excellent. It's been a while, Kujo-Sara.
Yes. Where you dealt... But before we go any further, what are you...
That's right. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution to...
Seems reasonable. The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels...
That's fine. But if they're paying taxes, they should also... Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security...
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you.
Negotiations seem to...
The next item has to do with the move in the past. Our people have been subjected to economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Since the war is now over, I propose...
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe...
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it,
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question.
That just isn't feasible. Not
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryo Commission alone...
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you all... Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them! Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it? Kokomi! Which scenario?
the last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! Rest assured, I am fully aware of Madame Kujo. This is rather serious. I believe you, Owata.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I... You two! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They met at the time. I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they... With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion.
That's enough. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? You should be having no interaction with them. So?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached...
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. One day, we bear responsibility. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence.
But of course, Madam Kuja. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel...
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall... As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options...
Seems like Kujo-Sara's on the defensive now.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a... I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the... I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I
should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip...
I will bear this in mind. I shall take my leave now.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have said I want to keep fighting.
I understand your sentiments, but during the war there were highs and there were lows. And in the end there was a glorious... But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have...
But...
I understand, I do. It was largely an oversight on my part.
It's not your fault, You're excellent either way. We are ready...
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This you and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned.
Your Excellency, what are you...
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to... And if there is, there will be no more lenient...
Yes, ma'am. From now on, thank you for this opportunity, Your...
I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has... recovering. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiation. Do you think so? In the past, but I realize now that wasn't... I have a long way to go. In short, I've still got some maturing to do.